Damn it, why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. Gotta find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. Welcome everyone to a new Let's Play. This is Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney for the Nintendo DS. I had the first episode of this earlier, but it was weird. And oh, hiya, Chief. Oh, thank you. Interesting. Yeah, thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean, you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over. My life, everything, it's all over. Isn't that your client screaming over there? Yeah, that's him. Death, despair, ugh. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. Sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick. Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me that death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Aw, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. That's awkward. So, my name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts, my best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. Tisk, tisk, tisk. I wonder how his parents feel about him. It's usually not his fault, he just has terrible luck. Oh yeah. August 3rd, 10 a.m., District Court, number 2. The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Oh, Jesus. Nothing happened. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to assert your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Ooh, hands shaking. Eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and consistently. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Well, if you've been paying attention since the game started, it's Larry Butts. Correct. Keep your wits about you and you'll do just fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Ooh, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. It's... Wait. Oh. No way, I forgot. I'm drawing to a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up for this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming. This game just has so much witty dialogue, it's hilarious. Just touch the court record. This is our evidence that we have, and these are the profiles of the people that are involved with the case. And this is the victim, Cindy Stone. Age 22, female. So your answer. Who is the victim? Cindy Stone. If you pick Cinderblock, I wouldn't blame you, because I almost did when I first played this game. Correct. The cause of death. She died because she was hit with a blunt object. Nod. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel so relaxed, that's for sure. First, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor? As Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you care to explain to the court which is what that object was? The murder weapon was the statue of the Thinker. It was lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts this into evidence. Yay, we have like 3 pieces of evidence and only one of them doesn't matter. Right? You shouldn't pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Touch the court record button to check the court record frequently. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he didn't say anything unfortunate. Oh, Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. How bad could it be? Ahem. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet. Cleopatra and Mark Anthony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me. Ever. What's to you, anyway? Mr. Butts, what you described is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned me when was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies, all of it, lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport? According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Why is this going so badly already? Dude, no way. Because she's not that pretty. Sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? You can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right? I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I? We were gonna stop him from answering, because my client had no idea this victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Oof. Dude, Nick, what do you mean, irrelevant? That cheating she-dog? I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. Why you wanna die, man? I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is not... No, I brought this up like 2 minutes ago. Oh, maybe I did. Oh. Really, dude? Oh, he went. What should I do? Let's have him answer honestly, because we're gonna get screwed anyway. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there, I went. Order? Well, Mr. Butts. Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man, so, like, I didn't see her. Oh, he objected. Lying. The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who was your witness? The man who found the victim's body just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Just because someone leaves a building doesn't mean... leaves a room doesn't mean they committed a murder. Pain. Mr. Frank Sowit. He looks familiar. Newspaper subscriptions? Oh yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Sowit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on that day of the murder. Witness testimony. Witness's account. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw the man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must have been in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it was strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. Remember the time exactly? It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was without a doubt the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. It only gets worse, Phoenix. It only gets worse. A blackout. Why are we being screwed over? Why is it... It's just... Yes, yes, Your Honor. You're making your cross-examination. What's that? Oh, geez. This is where the real fun begins. Cross-examinations. What you're supposed to do is you're going to press the witness on the stand to get more information out of them, basically. And when something doesn't sound right with the evidence that you have, then you're going to present that evidence to a certain statement. If you don't get the evidence right, yeah, she's explaining it here. If something doesn't sound right with the evidence, then present it and rub it in the witness's face and be like, yeah, what now? I don't know. And we get an epic screenshot to the right, to your right. So basically, those 5 exclamation points you see, if you present the wrong evidence or do something wrong at a certain moment, you're gonna lose an exclamation point. When you lose all 5, you get a game over and your client is declared guilty. And when you press someone, you do that and Phoenix says, hold it! 1 p.m., are you certain? Yes, absolutely. That's interesting. And if you've just been pressing them all this time, this is your cue to look at the autopsy report, and it says 4 p.m. that her body was discovered, or the time of death was 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. So, I have something to say to that, and it's one word. Oh yeah. You found this body at 1 p.m., you're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Dude, frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy noted the time of death sometime after 4 p.m. There was nobody no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh, that. Hey, you can't just do that. This is trivial. The witness may have forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sowit, why were you certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. I just love, wow, nothing happened. I feel like a klutz now. I really don't know what just happened. Moving on, let's forget that happened. That can be the derp moment of this first chapter. Yeah, eventually, they'll claim they remember stuff. Wait, I remember now, just like I just said. Care to give a testimony again? And I'm going to end things out here with this testimony of time of discovery. So next time on Phoenix Wright, we're going to continue on, hoping to get Larry proved innocent. See you guys then.